What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Imagine, if you would, as sickening as this is, you wake up going about your normal day, for the most part, not a care in the world, not expecting that this would be the day that a stranger take you against your will, rape you, take you away to an area, a place where you scream out, nobody could hear you, take you against your will. You thinking you're going to die? While this man on top of you raping you with a gun, you sitting here, while this man on top of you, I ain't no telling what's running through your mind. You thinking about your mama, your father, if I live. Like, I could just imagine. I'm not a woman, so I don't know. But you would have to just know, like, ugh. You don't know this dude from nowhere. You don't know what he putting inside your body. You don't know if you're going to live through this. You don't know if you're going to make it through this. And he leave after he done. And it's a sense of relief that you still alive. But you feel so nasty, so violated. So the first thing you do is immediately call the police. And you go to the hospital, and he left his DNA inside you and on you, and they took it and they ran it through, and you hoping that they can catch this guy who did this to you. And a few years later, they catch this guy because he then did it to other women. So after he raped you, well, he was just on a raping spree where he raped other women too. None of these women know each other. Then to add insult to injury, your raper man is telling your story. The guy who raped you is telling your story. Yeah, I knew her, she performed at my party, and we got to liking each other, dating each other, text messaging each other, and the sex was consensual between us. She wanted it, I gave it to her. You watching your raper man tell your story. Your raper man painting it in such a way that your rape is no longer a rape. Your rape has become a relationship. This man raping you, who took you against your will, who you thought was going to kill you, because according to the transcript, he said, shut the fuck up before I kill you. And yet, while he finished and taking advantage of you against your will, he's charged with these cases. He has to give an account to the battle rap community in which he represents. And he's the grandfather of. So he tells a picture perfect story of innocence that makes him look good. And you look more like a victim, a bitter woman who just trying to get some get back because he didn't pay you. Your raper, man, your rapist is telling your story. In so much that when you tell your own story, your story is not believed. They believe the rapist's story about you rather than the victim's story about herself. Imagine that. Is that something even to imagine? No, because it actually happened. The sad, sick, sadistic, twisted acceptance of what this battle rap community stand for and represent. That a rapist literally is telling the story of the victims that he raped, but painting the picture of his innocence. And that's so sad. And then when the victim come forth like, no, that's not what happened. That's not what happened. He raped me. In so much that even her fear was looked down upon as though it wasn't real. The more and more I think about these situations, man, the more and more I'm just disgusted. How easily you can celebrate and praise, how easily a person can just forget. How all it takes is for any little opportunity for a person to cling on to just to justify being there because you want to be there. That's what this battle rap community doing. They know Chris guilty. They know the paperwork is authentic. They put everything else together. 2 + 2 = 4 any other way. But now his situation, it don't equal up. I can see if it was one woman that said he raped her. It's not one. It's not even 2. It's not even 3. We got 4 women. 4 different women. None of them don't even know each other. And we actually having these conversations. This really a situation to be having. This man was supposed to have showed that he didn't move on this woman block. Took him 3 weeks to address it. Then in the 3rd week, after the 3rd week of addressing it, you didn't really address it at all. You recorded your mama's neighborhood, making it appear to be the neighborhood that she said you were stalking her and moved into. And this man get away with recording his mama's neighborhood and block? No. Nigga, I ain't forgot. I ain't forgot. I won't forget. I'm going to finish and end this. I won't forget. I ain't forgot. I'm going to tell their stories. I'm going to tell their stories. Okay? I ain't forgot nothing. You didn't get away with nothing. You didn't get away with nothing at all. I'm going to get badges made for every last nigga that accepted you and respected you and respect you more than the victims. Every last one of these niggas. Because I know you're not finna be here long. When the next 2 to 3 months, within 90 days, this will all be over. This is gonna all be over within 90 days. You're gonna be gone. They're still gonna be here. They're going to wear you supporting you for as long as they're in the community. Because I'm not gonna let them forget at all that they purposely, deliberately chose a raper man over a black woman. Literally. I don't care what they say. I want to remind them of that every day. They're going to wear it like a badge. I'm going to make them wear it like a badge. Name dropping and everything. I don't give a damn. Because this right here makes no sense to me. Niggas asking these stupid, dumbass questions. Is the paperwork real and authentic? Yes, it is real and authentic. Oh, ain't nobody never once said. Yes, we did. Ain't nobody got to prove nothing to you. I don't give a damn about proving nothing to none of you clowns. For the most part, when I'm talking, I'm addressing that nigga. For the most part, when I'm talking, I'm addressing that nigga because I know he watching. You ain't getting away with nothing, partner. Don't you ever think you is. You not. And you know. Don't nobody go harder than me, player. I will accomplish the objective. You can bet that. You already know that though, don't you? Yes, you do. Ain't no way you can get out of this, bro. None. But what you not gonna do is paint a picture that don't exist. You are a monster. You are a murdering, evil monster. That's what you are, brother. You're not finna paint this picture of innocence. Because you're not. You're not finna paint that picture to try to get people to embrace you and bring you in so that you can position yourself for another opportunity to strike again. Like most rapists and serial killers do. You're not finna do that. I just think that's very terrible. Your rapists get to tell your story. Your rapists get to tell your story. And your rapist story about you is more believed than your own. What does that say about somebody? Your rapist get to tell your story, and what he say about you is more true than what you can say about yourself? Yep. In this community it is. And they be saying stupid stuff. Oh, I'm a father. I got kids. I got a mama. I got a daughter. I got a mother. I can't tell. I can't tell. I would love to be in y'all living room, in front of y'all children, in your mama, in your wife and girlfriends, literally having this discussion with the evidence of y'all supporting this man right there for them to see. Really getting the real truth and not the lie that you telling them to try to justify accepting and condoning this man's actions. Real truth. They can see how sorry and pathetic y'all is. But it's obvious most of these dudes sorry and pathetic. Look at their mentality. Look at how they view life. Look at what they're accepting of. Look how ugly most of them niggas is. Yeah, I said it. A disappointing, depressing life leads to the things you saying out of your mouth. That's what it all lays down of. That's what it all lays down on. That right there. Being unhappy with yourself. Being disgusted in yourself to the point you got hate for everyone else. Those are the ones who support you. The ones who disgusted in themselves because they got hate for everyone else. That's why it's no problem for them to support you. I don't see nothing wrong with embracing you. Look at everybody that ever embraced him. Everybody that ever honored him. There's a within disgust of oneself that makes them disgusted with others. I could run it down to you and you can see it in the way they talk, how they carry themselves, the things that they do. So I'm not surprised at all. Sad day in this world when your rapist can tell your story. The man who raped you is telling your story his way to put shade on you and make him appear to be an angel. He telling all the rape victims' story. He told Shannon's story. He told Kiara's story. He's telling the rape victim's story. And he the one raped him. Then the nerve of this nigga to say, you know, the reason why I ain't mention her name because I was trying to protect her. You really gonna get on camera with a straight face and say that after you raped me, that you was trying to protect me? You protected me with never putting your hands on me. That's how you could have protected me. But the nerve of you to sit on camera to say that you was trying to protect me and you raped me. And they believe it. He said that out of his mouth on his last blog that he was trying to protect her by concealing her identity because he cared. Why would you care about somebody that's lying on you about you raping them? So now we supposed to believe you in a relationship with God? That you to a point of that holiness, that a person can accuse you of rape? You is fighting a case that could send you to prison for the rest of your life. But you so humble. You so humble about these women. That's nothing. You so humble about these women saying you raped them. You ain't mad. You ain't angry. You ain't lashing out. It didn't cost y'all over $100,000. You risk spending life in prison. You ain't mad at all. You ain't lashing out. That don't sound like a nigga who innocent. That don't sound like a nigga who innocent. Were you not mad at these women for taking you for everything you got? Y'all see how happy I am. If I was really worried about this, do you think I'd be this happy? Yeah. You can't get mad. You know why you can't get mad at these women who saying you raped them? Because you know you raped them. Well, I can imagine how you would feel if you felt that you didn't rape them. If you didn't rape them, ooh, we saw the anger come out of you, raper man. We saw that. We know how you will respond if you actually didn't do it. If you didn't do it, you would be going crazy. You would be going, I can't believe this. She lied. I never touched that woman. You would be coming out all type of proof. Information, documentation, paperwork, all. None of that, though. You ain't mad. You ain't angry. You ain't got no witness. You ain't showing no paperwork, no documentation. You ain't outraged. You just this humble. You just this calm. Facing life in prison at the age of 50. You just this calm. You just this relaxed. Man, get out of here. Man, I don't live on her block. Do it look? Let me walk down the street. Look, do I live in her neighborhood? You supposed to be mad. Soon that lady said you moved in her neighborhood. You know what you should? Stop lying. I ain't never moved in your neighborhood. In fact, I'm on the block right now. I'm on the block right now. Where you at? Come outside. No. You didn't do that. 3 weeks went past. You thought it was over. Court got postponed again because the judge called COVID. You knew you had to speak. You took down all your videos that showed your old house. See, because you working on the master plan. Let me go through my video where the house was at. You took down all the videos that showed your house. You took all them videos down. Your so-called old house you supposed to have moved out of in April. You took down all them videos. Thinking we'll forget. Then you took down all them videos. You editing. You clipping and editing. And then he clipping and editing all his stuff. Then what happens? Then you come out with a video after it's souped up, done. You done watched it 3-4 times. Okay, that's perfect. I felt that. That touched me. Now I'm going to release it. You recorded on your mama's block. That's how y'all know he moved on that lady's block. Who he raped. That's how you know he did that. First of all, he already told them prior, before she came public, that he was moving into his new house. and he was gone. Not a coincidence that after he say that and he's supposed to have already been gone, that this woman say, hey, this man just moved in my neighborhood on my block without even knowing what he told the battle rap community. 2 + 2 is 4. Ain't no coincidence in that. Did she address and call him out on it publicly on Twitter about it? He wait 3 weeks later to try to respond. He don't show the neighborhood and block. He can't. He go back to the very house he was supposed to been out of in April. So here's my question. That was your house. According to you, you told us that was your house in April. You moved out of that house. How is that house from April to now still empty and vacant that you can move right back in it now? Please explain that. Which leads me to believe this. That empty house he was in, when he showed the blinds, look how little that window is. When he said, I'm going to my new house, I believe that was the house he moved on that girl block on. I believe that was the house. Remember, it was empty. He said, if y'all hear echo, it's empty in here. According to him, he said, I just moved all my stuff out. I just moved all my stuff out of the house. So if you hear this echo, that's because everything moved out, because you was moving in. When that girl called you out, it took you 3 weeks to respond back. You was told to get out of that damn neighborhood. They couldn't arrested you on it because you ain't been found guilty yet. You had to move out the neighborhood and go right back to your mama house, and you recorded the block of your mama house. Yeah. You didn't get away with nothing. I ain't forgot. Oh yeah, we're going to do some breakdowns of this. And guess what? We got some more paperwork, partner. Oh yeah, we got some more paperwork in. See how that work? Yeah. We got some more paperwork in. Forgot about you, nigga. Nerve of y'all letting a raper man tell the victim's story. Then the victim now come out and tell her own story what happened. And y'all looking at her like she a liar. Y'all believing the raper man over the...